So I just got done watching part 1 of Girl Meets Texas, and oh my god, guys, hands down the best and most emotional episode of the series so far. I'm still all tingly and fuzzy for what I just witnessed. I really don't know where to start here, but I'm gonna assume if you're watching this video you already saw this episode, so I'm gonna save us both some time and not go over every single detail. But Maya and Riley decided to enter Lucas in a bull riding contest without his permission, because that's what good friends do. However, neither Maya or Riley knew exactly how dangerous this was, not until they actually saw the bull themselves. And this is where one of the biggest highlights of the episode takes place. Riley decided to support and back Lucas's decision to ride the bull, making sure that he knows that she has 100% faith and confidence in him that he will beat the bull riding record. Maya, on the other hand, and this is probably my favorite part of the episode, Maya gets overly concerned for Lucas, and she made it clear that she is completely against him getting on that bull. So against it, in fact, that she threatened to end their friendship and never speak to Lucas again if he rode that bull. This moment is a very special one, because not often do we see Maya put her emotions and feelings out there in such a vulnerable way. If it wasn't clear before that Maya deeply cares for Lucas, it is now. So Maya then storms off in a very upset manner, and Lucas gets ready to ride the bull. Riley begins to go after Maya, but Lucas stops her and asks her to stay and watch him ride the bull. This is another key moment as Riley chooses to stay and support Lucas over going after and comforting Maya. I'm not a Lucas shipper, but I can appreciate a nice Lucas moment when I see one. In moderation, of course. So Lucas tames the bull and beats the record. Everyone was cheering and happy except for one person. And who was that one person? You guessed it, Maya. And man, Maya looked so sad and lonely standing there all by herself. Not sure I ever felt as bad for her as I did in that moment. So Riley finally decides to go over and comfort and confront Maya. Maya then goes on to explain that she just couldn't bear to watch Lucas get on that bull. And here is another very key moment in the episode, because this is the moment where Riley admits that she loves Lucas, but as a brother. And she also says that she knows that Maya likes Lucas, and that's why she couldn't watch him ride that bull. And Maya didn't say a word during this whole exchange, and I thought that spoke volumes. So during the ending of this episode, Riley finally confesses to Lucas how she sees their relationship as brother and sister. And I paid attention to everything in this episode, so I couldn't help but notice that Lucas didn't exactly have the look of agreement on his face. That being said, that could have very easily just been a shocked and confused look, and not necessarily a I don't agree look. The jury is still out on that. So part 1 ends with Riley asking Maya how she feels about Lucas, in front of everyone, mind you. That was a little messed up if you ask me. Talk about feeling awkward and uncomfortable. Way to put your friend on blast there, Riley. I'm sure you meant well, but there had to be a better way to handle that. Also, before I forget, Zay continued to shine in this episode. He made me laugh multiple times. I'm so glad they added him to the cast. But guys, this is just part 1. We still have 2 parts to go. And I've been hearing a lot of rumblings about part 2, mainly being that Lucas and Maya almost kiss. Almost? Let me go ahead and end this video before I start cussing. I'll see you guys in part 2. So I just got done watching part 2, and I could try to describe the wave of emotions I just went through, but my words simply wouldn't do it justice. I had to pause the show just to control my watering eyes, because I had an eyelash in my eye. Obviously. Let me just start off by saying I'm beyond disappointed there was no kiss between Lucas and Maya. I had my hopes up completely that the campfire scene was gonna be the end game, and there was nothing in game about it. It just left me even more confused. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So this episode started with Lucas being confused about Riley claiming the two of them were brother and sister. You know what? I'm way too emotional to go through this whole episode point by point. I might end up getting another eyelash in my eye. So let's just go over the most important parts. So Farkle and Maya had their first real moment of the series. And although it was very, very cute, I couldn't appreciate it the way I wish I could. Because honestly guys, right now all I see is Lucas and Maya. And anybody else is a threat to what I want to see happen. I'm just being honest. But nonetheless, Farkle was there to comfort Maya as she was going through stressful times involving her Lucas situation. Also, as predicted, Vanessa finally shows up, Zay's love interest. And I thought it was very cute how Riley and Maya pretended to be Zay's girlfriend to kind of help him out a bit. Now, as much as it pains me to say this, I'm starting to question the sincerity of Riley and Lucas's brother and sister relationship. It just sounds very forced when Riley talks about it. God, I hope I'm wrong. I might break something if I'm not. So I already talked about the campfire scene, and this is the scene where I had a million eyelashes just fall in my eye. But let me just say again, this scene made me feel all kinds of ways. I was happy, sad, and mad at one point or another during this scene. It was just so powerful. But I'm still beyond disappointed there was no kissing scene. You guys really dropped the ball on that one. But I still love when Maya finally confesses that she likes Lucas. I guess that's better than nothing. So the episode ends with Lucas talking to the sheep that he rode as a kid, which was clearly compared to the relationship he has with Riley, and the bull he just rode, which was clearly being compared to the relationship he has with Maya, which was very telling if you guys were paying attention. So all in all, as entertaining as this whole love triangle is, I'm ready for it to end. Because my delicate little Lucaya heart can't take it anymore. I'm just about at the end of my rope. But we got one more part to go, so I gotta hold it together until then. So I'll see you guys in part 3, hopefully with Maya and Lucas becoming official. Okay, I'm telling you guys right now, there is gonna be a lot of cursing in this part. So if you don't want to hear me drop the F-bomb 1,000 fucking times, I advise you click off this video right fucking now. You little sleazy fucks. How fucking dare you? How dare you make me think for weeks that Lucas and Maya are gonna be together just to drag the rug from underneath my feet? Oh, but Smurf, that's the same thing they did with Riley and Lucas. I don't fucking care. What a damn shame. Part 1 and 2 made me feel so good and giddy, and part 3 was just a fucking nightmare. And I have to admit I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Because people kept saying that Riley was lying about the whole brother-sister thing. And you know what I said? Nonsense. You guys are just saying that because you're in denial about the truth. That truth being Lucas and Maya becoming a couple. But it turns out you were right. And Maya and Lucas just went from looking like this adorable couple to looking like how Lucas and Riley looked when they first started going out. Are you fucking kidding me? What direction are you going with this? I am getting sick and tired of having my heart played with like a fucking ball on a string. And I know I'm hardly even talking about what happened in this episode, but that's only because I'm scared if I do, I'll throw up mid-sentence. Because I'm fucking disgusted right now. One thing I will say about this episode, besides the fact it fucking sucked, is poor Charlie. Poor Charlie. The guy got treated like a complete rebound in this episode. And you don't deserve that, Charlie. Go find yourself a girl that isn't a complete... Okay, you know what? I just almost said something really bad. So let me calm down. As you can see, I'm not happy how this 3-day special ended. They had such a great opportunity here and they completely dropped the ball. We're basically back to square one and we have no idea who's gonna end up with who. It's been looking like Maya and Lucas were a sure thing for weeks now. And now, I think they're gonna put Riley and Lucas back together. Either that, or they're just gonna keep everybody as friends. And if that's your plan, then fuck you with the milkshake, buddy. I'm starting to think the writers get some kind of sick enjoyment from pulling on the heartstrings of everybody involved. Hey, Lucas and Riley are gonna be together. Just kidding. Lucas and Maya are gonna be together. Just kidding again. Nobody is gonna be together. Well, you know what? Fuck you. And unlike you, I'm not kidding. I'm done, guys. My interest in this show just took a big hit. I'm gonna keep watching just because my curiosity will make me, but if they keep doing this stupid love triangle bullshit, I'm done. I was fine with it for the short term, but they are trying to make this into a long-term thing. I am so disappointed. Part 1 and 2 were damn near flawless, and you ended with this atrocity. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. And once again, fuck you very much. And for all my Lucaya fans, I'm sorry to say, but I think we lost this battle. But the war isn't over yet. We still have several more episodes in this season to go. So let's not give up hope just yet. And for anybody I may have offended in this video, I just want to say I sincerely apologize. And I hope you find it in your hearts to forgive me. But as always, until next time.